ever tried to get a GP appointment and thought, where are all the doctors? Are they just maybe chilling on the golf course? Well, let me tell you, as a GP myself, it's not what you think. So I thought I'll just break down what is really going on. First off, I know it is really hard for patients. There are long waits, frustrating phone calls, and sometimes it just feels like you're being passed around. And we're patients too, so we understand it's just not really good enough, is it? But here's the thing, GP surgeries are not empty, as often people will make out. We're actually busier than ever. GP practices handle 90% of all NHS contacts, which is obviously massive, and yet we only have 8% of the NHS budget goes to primary care. So it's like trying to keep a sinking boat afloat with a teaspoon. So in fact, there's 27% fewer GPs per person than a decade ago. Again, massive. And yet we're doing 10% more appointments than before the pandemic. On top of that, we're doing admin referrals and follow-ups because it isn't just about seeing patients, it's about coordinating their care as well. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes you might not know. And these so-called empty waiting rooms, well, yeah, we are doing a lot of phone or video consultations, which so many of my patients prefer. You know, I would prefer as a working, busy mum. But for those people who do want a face-to-face, or obviously if we need to examine them, then we do try and make that happen. But certainly doesn't mean that we're not there and not working hard. It's also really difficult because for some reason or another, it feels like the media are always against us. Like on the news reports, it's always like, this doctor missed this person had cancer, they went to see their GP. You know, lazy doctors, they earn too much money. And that's quite demeaning when you actually work so hard to become a doctor and really want the best for the patients. So we're not lazy. We're actually overworked, underfunded, trying to do the best with what we've got. And we're fighting for better contracts so that we can get more support from the government and we can actually provide the service that you deserve. Because that's ultimately what's important. I often say to my patients, don't have a go at the GP, speak to your MP. In fact, I started my YouTube patient information videos, Dr. Sophie GP, because I wanted to help patients understand their health better so you can kind of feel more confident managing at home when it is difficult to speak to a GP. And I also want to support my fellow GPs by reducing the amount of appointments. Because at the end of the day, we're all on the same team. We want you to get the care you need when you need it. We're working hard to make that happen. That's why I became a GP, because I want to be that kind of, person in the community who knows you, knows your family. And that's what I'm sure all GPs want as well. So next time you hear someone say GPs are lazy, blah, 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 and try and explain a little bit, I hope, what I've got across here. And let's just try and work together to make things better. I am pleased that West Streeting seems to be taking primary care very seriously. So hopefully there'll be some positive changes soon.